Welcome to Macomb High School. Game number 2 of this morning session between the Canton Little Giants and the Macomb Bombers. We're meeting the starting lineups. We'll let you listen to those as we get ready for game number 2.
One forward for Canton, the 5'11 junior, 21, At forward for the Bombers, the 5'5 senior, 10, Drew Creasy. In the middle for the Canton Little Giants, the 6' senior, 23, Allison Wheeler. And in the middle for Macomb, the 5'9 junior, 23, Dakota Thorman. Mary Beth Dura heads up the Little Giant bench, assisted by Billy Turgan and Nelson Portia. Jackson Kane heads up the Bomber bench, assisted by Abby Thorman and John Connell. Your game 11 officials are Brett Stevens, Keegan Steinkamp.
All right, so there are your starting lineups. So Canton meets at midcourt. And Macomb, going to try and defend home court here as they're hosting the Lady Bomber Classic. We've got a plethora of cheerleaders here to our right, so the Macomb Bombers always bring in their cheerleaders for their sporting events. It'll be number 23, Dakota Thorman, and number 23 of Canton, the Little Giants, that is Allison Wheeler. So the Bombers will start it with Sophie Wilson. Here come the Bombers as they work around the outside. Swing it out. It's Kylie Robinson with it. Out to Wilson. Out to Creasy. She's going to the basket. Lay it up and shot no good. Rebound to the Canton Little Giants. That's Emma Turner, the junior, comes away with it. Turner swinging out. That's to Downing. Should have a good game here. This is game number 2 of 6 today, the Saturday session. We had Illini Bluffs and Illini West play earlier this morning. Illini West was victorious. They brought home a victory over the Tigers. Good defense from the Bombers. Down low, it's Wheeler, puts up the shot. She is fouled.
23, Allison Wheeler will shoot 2 for Canton.
So Allison Wheeler will go to the free throw line. First foul will be charged to the Bombers. We'll see who this is on. Thank you for joining us. I'm John Reynolds alongside Brandon, the cameraman, who's going to be filling in some color here as well.
Bomber personal foul charge to number 5, Kate Stortzum, her first.
Kate Stortzum is going to pick up the foul for the Bombers as the first free throw shot is good for Allison Wheeler of the Little Giants. Second shot good, nothing but net. Didn't hear that one at all. It's 2-0. Canton here early is now Drew Creasy will bring things up for the Bombers. Robinson, jumper is good. Nice shot there. Kylie Robinson ties the game at 2. Little Giants swinging around the outside. 3 ball coming for Canton, no good. That was off the hands of number 10, Natalie Downing, the senior. Couldn't knock it home. What a move by Drew Creasy, the senior. Was unable to get that one to fall. It was a good shot. Just unable to get it to fall. Wheeler swinging out wide open, number 2, shot no good. Rebound, lay it up, no good. Had a wide open shot though. Allison Wheeler with the third chance points will get it to fall.
Wheeler just really fighting for the board to get the 2-point score for the Lady Little Giants.
Yeah, and those are possessions you'll look at the end of this game, is just getting those rebounds if you're Macomb, and then offensive rebounds, good hustle by the Little Giants, able to manufacture some, in that case, third attempt points there. So 4-2 in favor of Canton here early. Robinson is going to be fouled on the outside. That might go against Downing, I do believe. Yes, it will. Natalie Downing will pick up the foul. That'll be her first foul. Also the team's first foul. It'll be Bomber basketball, as Justice Keene says here. MHS, the hangar. Here in Macomb. The Lady Bomber Classic, always this time of year. Always is a great tournament, gets you set for your Thanksgiving. We'll have all 6 games here today on TSSR Game Time Live, and that 3 is good. Kate Stortzum knocks it home. The senior has given the Bombers a 5-4 lead here in the first quarter of action, under 5 to go. Wheeler was the intended target. Ball tipped out of bounds. A good hustle there by Stortzum, who got in there and got a hand on it to tip it out of bounds. It'll be Bomber basketball. Donna Stortzum. Stortzum's in PA watching. Go Bombers. So all the way from Pennsylvania, and that 3-ball is good for Canton. That's number 11, Ella Demler. The senior knocks that one home. Gets the Little Giants back in front. They lead 7-5. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, always love to hear where our listeners are viewing from. Get all the way from Pennsylvania. Intercepted there by Kylie Robinson. And she'll bring it back for the Bombers. That's Thorman on the outside. To Creasy, now to Robinson. Back out to Thorman on the right wing. Creasy going to Wilson, who puts up the shot, and it just rolled around the top of that basket there. It's able to fall in, and the Bombers have tied it at 7. It's 7-7, under 4 to go. Floater no good. Ball is tipped, and it'll be Bomber basketball. Drew Creasy, the senior, will bring things up for Macomb. Bombers wearing their home whites with the orange numerals. Black lettering on the Bombers. Have some black piping as well. Canton in their alternate purples and golds. The gold numerals as well, all with purple shoes. Creasy gets it to Thorman. She's going to go baseline. That ball's tipped out of bounds. Ooh. And it'll be Canton basketball to end up not getting tipped out of bounds. And number 24 for Macomb will check in. That's Aliyah Abernathy, the junior. She will check in for Dakota Thorman. And the inbound will get to the backcourt for Brooklyn Dennis, the senior. She's working with Creasy. Himmler down to Wheeler. Gets it tipped, stolen away, but there was Downing on the outside, able to get that one back for the Little Giants of Canton, Illinois. Just down the road from Macomb, good 30 to 40 minutes. And we've got a foul on the floor, so this will be before the shot. We'll see it's good against Macomb. That's number 10. Drew Creasy will pick up her first foul and the Bombers' second foul of this first period. Remember, fouls will reset at the end of each quarter. No shot clock. 7-7 here. 3-ball no good, but Wheeler's got the rebound. And she'll kick it back out long. 2 is good for number 12 of Canton. That is Emma Turner, the junior, will knock it home. 9-7. Canton on top of Macomb. Robinson with it. Swinging out. That's Creasy. She wants 3, and it's just a little too much there on that one. Wheeler puts up the shot. Foul. It's going to be against Abernathy. Does not like the call.
Wheeler worked so hard to draw that contact, and she was successful at it to send her to the line.
Abernathy claiming that she had her feet set there and not like the foul call, but nonetheless we play on, and Wheeler knocks home the first free throw shot. Bombers down by 3 here early on. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Wheeler's second shot is good. It's 11-7. And here come the Bombers, looking to mount some sort of a comeback here as Canton has started to get some good offensive possessions and able to start to control this game. Creasy outside Wilson now. She's looking baseline, going to swing it out, tipped around. Robinson, she's got it. Swings, tipped, and it's tipped away. Natalie Downing comes away with it, the senior. She's got it now. It's Turner. Thought about the three. Now they're going to swing it around the outside, work the perimeter defense of the Macomb Bombers. Downing, corner, and we're going to have a foul. It's going to be a blocking foul, I believe, charged to Kylie Robinson. So, yep, Robinson will pick up that foul. Didn't quite get her feet set there for that block.
Kylie Robinson, her first, team fourth.
It's her first and the Bombers' fourth foul. Three ball is good for Canton. That's number 11, Ella Demler, and we're going to have a timeout charge to Macomb. So Macomb takes a timeout. It is 14-7. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Welcome back to MHS here for the end of the first quarter, almost, just about, as we had a timeout charge to Macomb. Head coach Jackson Kane taking that timeout as the Canton Little Giants have gotten off to a very hot start. They lead this one 14-7, so double the score of the Macomb Bombers, and have gotten off to a hot start.
And it was just 7-7, it seemed like, and Canton, like you said, is out on a hot start.
So we'll see if the Bombers can put them on ice here in this end of this first quarter. Kylie Robinson bounces it to the newly checked in Jordan Hines, the junior for Macomb. She checks in after the timeout, as well as number 21, Ella Hare, the senior. She's in as well. Other than that, Abernathy, Creasy, and Robinson maintain on the court for the Bombers. No new check-ins for the Little Giants after that timeout. Robinson, she's working with Demler, who gets it tipped away, and it'll be Canton basketball. .38 seconds left first quarter. Canton with a head of steam going down the court. Jump shot up, no good. Rebound, Kylie Robinson comes away with it, and her eyes already right up court, looking down the court, looking for an opening. It's Hare with it. Goes to Robinson, thought about the three, looks up at the clock. It's 20 seconds here in this first quarter. Hare going down for Abernathy. It was a good look, just beyond the reach of Abernathy, who puts up the shot. It's good. Abernathy gets the Bombers a little bit of... That shot is...
And they count it.
Yep, they're going to count that. So Allison Wheeler at the buzzer gets the Giants another two. So it is 16-9 at the end of the first quarter. We're going to step away just for a brief moment. We'll be back for second quarter action between the Little Giants of Canton and the Macomb Bombers. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
Welcome back to Macomb High. Second quarter action between the Bombers and Little Giants. It's been a pretty good game here to start. Very high-paced and quick-moving here early on your Saturday morning. Just after 10:50 here. This game is supposed to start at 10:30. Just a little late starting, but kind of expect that with tournament action between all these girls playing here. Number 23, Allison Wheeler, will lay that one in for the basket. It's good.
And that's Wheeler's 10th points of this game.
She's the lead scorer for Canton, so has definitely gotten off to a hot start. Havana has showed up, as well as Alleman. Those will be your next two squads to play. They'll be playing here, scheduled about 12 o'clock, but will likely be just a few minutes after. That'll be the final game of the early morning slate, and then we'll have the evening or later afternoon hours of the championship slate, all right here on TSSR Game Time Live. Kylie Robinson just couldn't get the roll of the basketball. That was a nice shot, but just could not get the roll of the rim. Bombers with it, 18-9, Little Giant lead. Robinson is charged with a blocking foul. Or actually, somebody against Kylie Robinson, excuse me.
Canton personal foul 2, Brooklyn Dennis for first.
Brooklyn Dennis, the senior, will pick up that foul. Remember, the fouls do reset after every quarter, so those will be reset. First foul here. Abernathy on the top of the key, up near the midcourt. Wilson swinging out, outside. Robinson wants three. It looks good, but it's just a little off. Wilson, though, on the rebound. What a shot there. Just couldn't get it to fall. Hines. Foul is going to be on the floor, so Hines will almost had the basket to count there, but foul was before the shot. Ava Gaines will check in for the Canton Little Giants as Kylie Robinson will inbound. Back deep is Hines, Jordan Hines, the junior. Hines and Wheeler working there, and that ball tipped out of bounds. Gaines, who just freshly checked in, unable to control that pass. It'll be Bomber basketball. That ball is tipped out of bounds. It'll stay here with Macomb down by 9. 6 minutes and 19 seconds left in this first half. Wilson bounce pass to Hines, lays it up, lays it in. Bombers cut the lead down to 7. Demler to Wheeler. Wheeler on the wing. Good defense by Hines. Out to Downing. And they just keep going around the outside perimeter trying to get something down low. Have not been able to get it. Around the outside, Downing wants three. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Macomb. Wilson puts up the shot, and she is going to be fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. Sophie Wilson will shoot a pair.
Sophie Wilson will shoot 2 for the Bombers. Canton foul 5. Ava Gaines, her first.
Ava Gaines will pick up the foul. That is the third Little Giant foul of the second quarter. First shot good for Sophie Wilson. Drew Creasy checks back in for Macomb. Elia Abernathy will head to the bench. Number 33 of Canton will check in. That's Olivia Sprecher, the senior. She is in. Second shot good. Wilson 2 for 2. Bombers down by 5.
Bombers doing some trapping action here on their full court press.
Allison Wheeler.
Twenty to 13. Little Giants by 7. Hines with it. She's going to the basket. Nice pass to Robinson. Lays it up, lays it in. Kylie Robinson gets the Bombers within 5. Deep pass intercepted. That was Stortzum who goes to Hines, Hines lays it up and almost got it to fall in, but could not quite. And she'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Canton foul, 11, Ella Dibbler. That's her first team fourth. Timeout, Canton.
Canton will take a full time or 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here, though. They take a timeout to talk things over here. Just under 5 minutes to go.
Honestly, Macomb's defense has been coming up really strong. If you're seeing Canton's, most of Canton's shots have been outside.
Absolutely, yeah. Macomb's definitely tightened up their defense here from early on, and the shooting of Canton has been really strong early on. Today's game brought to you by Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. Hines' first shot is no good. At the free throw line. Second shot no good. Downing with the rebound for Canton. They get it in the hands of their playmaker. That's Wheeler. 3 ball coming in the corner is short. Rebound on the floor. Ball all over the place. We're going to have a jump ball tie-up, and it'll be Bomber basketball.
As a coach, you love to see that aggression. Both the Lady Bombers and Lady Little Giants going to the floor to fight for the ball.
And a lot of good effort here shown this morning. A close game between the two Illini, as we like to say, the Illini Bluff Tigers and the Illini West Chargers. They played earlier this morning. This is game number 2 of 6 today. So a full day of basketball here on your cold November Saturday in Macomb, Illinois. Stortzum with it, hands to Wilson. Thought about 3, but instead rattles it to the corner. Robinson working baseline, now going to swing it out. They go to Hines. Hines wants 2, and it's a little bit too much mustard on that one. And it's up and over, no good. Rebound to Canton. They maintain possession. 3:30 to go, first half. Downing all the way across court. That's Wheeler. Thought about 3. Yeah, good ball movement here. If you're Canton, moving the ball all around the court, through the air, not bouncing it.
Jump ball tie-up. Canton basketball.
Canton basketball on the jump ball tie up there. Jordan Hines will check back out. Ella Hare will check in for Macomb. That ball is through the hands of number 33, Olivia Sprecher, the senior. Was unable to bring that one in. We'll have a quick substitution. Number 15, Michaelin Correa will check in, the junior. She checks in for Sprecher, the senior. Robinson sets things up for the Bombers. Wilson. Back to Robinson, now out to Creasy. And they go to Hare. She's working with Wheeler. Now to Wilson, who gets down low. We got a foul. I think that's going to be called on Correa, who she knew it. I believe, yep. Correa will pick up that foul. So with that, that puts Macomb in the bonus. Sophie Wilson makes the free throw shot. And it is a 4-point game now. Yeah, so in the bonus here for Sophie Wilson, who makes them both. 20-17, 3-point game here. First half, 2:45 to go, and that's through the hands of Correa. Just Wheeler a little too high there on that pass to Correa.
Very good thought, just a high pass.
Correa was open, yeah, like you said, though, Brandon, just unable to connect there. Jackson Kane calling out the play number 2, so we'll see what this is. Ball tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Bombers here of Macomb. Back deep is Creasy to receive that pass. Bombers move it around the perimeter. Into the corner. Now outside Hare. Goes to Wilson. There is Stortzum, who lays it up and in. She went around the defender there, was able to get to the basket and up for the easy 2. And the Bombers only down 1 now. It's 20-19. Very close game here early on. We're going to have a blocking foul charged to Creasy, who just did not get her feet set there. So Drew Creasy will pick up that foul for the Bombers. Her second foul. It's only the Bombers' first foul, though, in this second period.
As I was talking earlier about Macomb's defense, that's the probably furthest that Canton has came to scoring off the baseline this entire game, because Macomb's been taking the baseline away.
Just as you said right there, Brandon, you know, Abernathy able to get a hand in there and swat that one away. It's just nothing going on the down low for Canton offensively. So good defense from Macomb in the paint. All their points have really come from, perimeter shooting. So Stortzum to Abernathy, who puts up the shot, no good. Holthouse, who's recently checked in, unable to get him away with that. But there's Wheeler, who lays it up and cannot get it to fall in, and it will be Bomber basketball as it goes off the hand of Allison Wheeler. Robinson with it on the right wing. 45 seconds to go. Gets double teamed there, and that ball's tipped away. Stolen by Downing, the senior, and is bumped. And a foul. It's going to be on, I believe, Ella Hare. Yep.
Ella Hare picks up the Bomber personal foul, her first. Team second.
So Ella Hare will pick up that foul for Macomb. Second foul of the Bombers in this second period. Jordan Hines will check in. Tipped around, Kylie Robinson, good defense, able to strip that one away, puts up the shot. She goes down to the floor, and she'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
Here with 30 seconds left, Macomb could take a 1-point lead.
Shot is good there for Robinson, who has tied this game at 20. Second shot is good.
And they do take the 1-point lead with 30 seconds left before halftime.
Correa gets the pass inside. Now she's going to work down the court. Swinging in, that's number 12, Emma Turner. Ball tipped around, and it's going to stay Canton basketball, but good defense. That was Aubrey Holthouse, the sophomore, who was able to get a hand in there. Allison Wheeler adds to.
Wheeler with 14 of the 22 points for the Lady Little Giants.
Robinson wants 3. It's short. Downing comes away with it. No foul. And at the end of the first half, the Macomb Bombers down by 1. It is 22-21. We'll be back right after this for third quarter action between the Bombers and Little Giants. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adam's Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adam's Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
The industry-first 2-in-1 removable agitator from Whirlpool gives you 2 ways to wash. Jeans, in. Sweaters, out. Towels, in. Comforters, out. You decide. Whirlpool.
And welcome back here. It's halftime, and with Phyllis, I about said McLouth.
It is.
It is McLouth. It still is McLouth,
yes.
Isn't it? So I've known you for a long time.
A long time.
And we were just discussing before we came on air that it's been a year or two since you came to MDH. You've been here a while. What's your job title here at MDH?
I'm Director of Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation.
And that entails a lot, especially considering we're here talking about sports. So that's a big part of what you do. What does that entail here at MDH?
The department as a whole, we start off with the sports. We have athletic training services. We go to many of the area schools. But also we have physical therapy for those that are maybe have had surgery or some more serious injuries, and we're going to try to get people back on the court or the field.
Yeah, court, field, or just work, right? I mean,
that's right.
It's sports medicine and rehabilitation. The rehabilitation goes a lot farther than the sports stuff, doesn't it?
Right. Yeah. Beyond that, I mean, every person needs to return to something, as you're kind of referring to. And so we see people of all ages. We see newborns. We see people up to, we've seen, I think, 105 years old. So everybody has something that's very important to them that they want to return to, and we respect that. We complete evaluations in whatever realm it may be in the different therapies and try to address their deficits and get them back into action, whatever that may be.
Yeah, sometimes action's on the court, and sometimes action is working at the factory or working for yourself, right?
Right,
or just getting up out of a chair.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah. So it's a little bit of everything. What drew you, because we talked about you've been here at MDH for a long time. So what drew you to MDH? Obviously, you're a Bushnell girl.
Correct.
So you're from the area. What drew you to MDH?
I wanted to serve the community. I think it's important that the smaller rural areas get good care too. And I'm just kind of attached to the area.
So, as successful as you've been, you've moved up the food chain, so to speak, at MDH. Some people would look at it as, well, I've done what I can do here. I could go somewhere else and help. Why stay here? I know you wanted to give it back to the rural area, but what is it about this particular area that made you want to stay?
I think there's always more that can be done. And I think it's important to kind of utilize what our resources are and try to make the most of them. Just again, in our area, we have a lot to offer here at the hospital, and there are people that are wanting to make the best of themselves here, and I think we have a role in that.
Now, you've been doing this for a number of years. I think you said 35 at MDH.
Mm-hmm.
Sports medicine and rehabilitation has changed, I would suspect, substantially in those 35 years. You have locations in Macomb, Bushnell, even in Monmouth now.
Right.
That's not something that was there back when you started.
No.
What is it about sports medicine and rehabilitation that's changed so much and become so important now?
It is kind of odd. We were very small to begin with. We started just in the basement of the hospital. It included cardiac rehab, PT, a little bit of pediatrics, and we all tried to do it in one small gym. And since that time, we've gone to our whole third floor addition. I think it was in '98. We had the Lafayette location. Bushnell was in 14. We also have a location in Grand Prairie. And then Monmouth we did 2 years ago. And I think therapy in general gets people back into action again. And I just think it's something that we have a chance to be a part of and help people, do better in whatever they may do.
What do you see as the director? What do you see as the ultimate goal for sports medicine and rehabilitation? I mean, obviously you guys keep growing, so you aren't there yet. But as a person who's just obviously loved sports medicine and rehabilitation since the time you started, where do you see it going, or what will it continue to grow? Do you continue to add new things?
We are always looking to see what's out there, just with advancements in research and trying to see what means of treatment may help others. We try to stay on top of that and try to then offer it to the community. And again, just because we're rural doesn't mean we can't stay on top of that and offer the best we can.
So you think you could be here another 35 years?
That might be pushing it. But also, what makes us strong is our team. And we have lots of very talented therapists on our team. So that really is the key to what we do.
Now, before we get out of here, I think that one of the coolest things about what you guys do is, and you mentioned it earlier, is you have trainers that go to the schools.
Right.
And I know Bushnell's part of that, West Prairie's part of that, Macomb's obviously part of that, and I'm sure there's other schools too. But the trainers that come to West Prairie and Bushnell especially, and Macomb, become almost part of the family.
True.
With the students and the athletes. How exciting is that for you as the director to be able to say that I've been able to help bring people in and they become parts of the families at these different schools around the area?
I just really appreciate it, because a lot of times, the coaches don't need to worry as much about what's happening to their players. They know that they can pay attention to the game, but also know that they've got someone to take care of their players and offer them the best evaluation so they can maybe get back on the field, or, let's not do that and then make a better decision. Because many times there can be like a life-altering injury that may occur, and if it's not addressed appropriately, it doesn't turn out so well.
Well, Phyllis, I appreciate you stopping in and talking to us, and you can stop by anytime you want to at a halftime, and we'll just throw you on.
Okay, all right.
Okay, sounds good. We'll be back with the second half right after this.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonald District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
Welcome back to Macomb High. Third quarter action between the Bombers and the Little Giants. It has been a really close game here. The Giants, Little Giants that is, have a 1-point lead over the Bombers as we open up the second half. The Bombers roll with their original starting 5. Allison Wheeler leading the way for the Little Giants. She's got 14 of the 22 points, which definitely more than half. A lot of the points have come from Allison Wheeler. She's played a heck of a ball game, and for Macomb, it's been even scoring throughout really the whole way. A couple of 6-point leads for Kylie Robinson, Sophie Wilson. Stortzum has 5, and that 3 almost rattled home there for Creasy, who's unable to get that shot to fall, and it'll be Canton Little Giant basketball here after the missed shot from Macomb. Demler working with Creasy, now to Turner. Outside down low, pass is off the hand of Ella Demler, the senior. And it'll be Bomber basketball. Gimme, thank you for joining, listening to this game here between Macomb and Canton. We've got all 6 coming at you from the hangar here in Macomb. Of game number 3 of the morning slate, that'll be the Havana Ducks and the Alleman Pioneers, I believe.
Yes.
So they will be going at it right after this. And then we'll have the championship 3-game set, which will begin later this afternoon, all right here on TSSR Game Time Live. Wilson wanted the 3, is going to swing it out to Creasy down low. Stortzum is fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. We'll see who this foul's on for the Little Giants. It'll be on number 10. Natalie Downing, the senior, will pick up the foul.
Her second, team first.
Second foul of the contest for Downing. And Stortzum's first shot is good. And we have a tie ball game, folks. 22-all here in the third quarter. Second shot, good. And the Bombers have that lead right back. Back and forth. This is going to come down to the wire, I have a feeling, with it.
It sure feels like it and seems like it.
Wheeler out on the outside. Here comes Canton. Down low, Demler wanted the cut, didn't get it though from her teammates there. Now there gets the cut from number 2. That was Brooklyn Dennis, who the senior unable to bank that shot in. Robinson pull-up 3 is good, and the Bombers have the lead. Kylie Robinson knocks it home. Bombers lead by 4. Demler across to Dennis. She's going to lay it up, and shot no good. Rebound to the Bombers. Here comes Drew Creasy, the senior, with it. And, she just kind of turned it over there. Dennis comes away with it. Bounce pass to Himmler. She puts up the shot is fouled, and she will go to the free throw line.
Himmler hustles and comes from out of nowhere and draws a foul to go to the line.
Bomber personal foul charge to Drew Creasy, 10 of Macomb, her third, team first.
So Drew Creasy picks up her third foul, so definitely something to keep an eye out for. Himmler's shot is good. It's a 3-point game now between the Bombers and Little Giants. Second shot, good. And it is a 2-point game, so Hemmler a perfect 2 for 2 from the free throw line right there. And Kylie Robinson will bring things out for the Bombers. Robinson puts up the shot. That was a good shot there for the defense that she had on her. Hines comes away with the rebound, though. Wilson wants 3. No good. Dennis comes away with it. Here come the Little Giants, full head of steam. Across Downing, she's taken a 3-point shot here earlier. Hemmler, shot no good, and Jordan Hines comes away with the rebound. Bombers with the possession. Robinson, excuse me, that was Stortzum who knocks home 3, and the Bombers have been red hot from 3. It's 29-24. 4:20 to go here in this third quarter. Tipped around, Thorman comes away with it and just throws it away. She was trying to get it to Stortzum. It'll be Canton basketball.
Thorman's defense, though, what a steal and what a thought. Looking down the floor for that open person, just couldn't quite hit her.
Canton will take the full timeout here, so their second timeout they've used so far. We'll keep it right here, though. We're watching TSSR Game Time Live, which is presented by MDH. Also brought to you by Pawn Plus. Pawn Plus is proud to have served Macomb and the surrounding area for over 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. Pawn Plus is the area's largest seller of used items, including firearms. They also provide on-site jewelry repairs and are open 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday. They have a great selection of jewelry, electronic, tools, and video games. Located at 324 West Jackson Street in Macomb between Erico and Taco Bell.
They are competing in the IHSA State Football Semifinals this afternoon, so best of luck to them.
Today also brought to you by King Family Chiropractic with locations in Bushnell and Macomb. Supports BPC Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and in Bushnell Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MY-DC. And they also perform DOT, CDL physicals for only $85.
Some real swarming defense by the Lady Bombers to force the timeout by the Lady Little Giants.
Yeah, so another timeout here taken by Canton. So whatever they talked about in the timeout did not come to fruition fully, so they're going to talk about it again, work things up to figure that out. Only have 2 timeouts remaining, so. Head coach Maribeth Dura did not like what she saw there. So they'll talk it over and rework some things here as they inbound the ball. Tipped away, Kylie Robinson with good defense.
Canton basketball.
Able to swat that one out. Dennis gets it, tipped, and Stortzum was out of bounds.
Canton basketball.
Some really good effort that a coach would be very pleased about right there, though, even though it ended up going out of bounds, but nice work.
Yeah, we've seen nothing but we've seen a lot of effort here today. Robinson puts up the shot, no foul, and it'll be Canton basketball. Demler swings it, Turner loses it. She had it in her hands and just was looking up for the shot before she had possession of the basketball. And definitely a crucial mistake here. 5-point game, under 4 to go, third quarter. Wilson step back 3, it's just short. Rebound to the Little Giants of Canton. Dennis, floater, is off both sides of the rim, does not fall. Downing can't get the rebound. It'll be Bomber basketball.
Thus far here in the third quarter, the Lady Bombers have stopped Wheeler from scoring. She's still stuck at 14 points.
And so Wheeler a quiet, good 5 minutes here. To open up her third quarter, so Bombers definitely probably strategized in the locker room to come up with a way to stop Wheeler, which has been very tough. She's been extremely strong and very well done throughout this game. And a jump ball, it'll be possession arrow to Canton. Turner with it on the right wing. Goes back to Demler. Downing, who wants three and cashes. Natalie Downing knocks home the three, and we have a 2-point game here, folks. 29-27. Little Giants coming back. the Alleman Pioneers will battle the Havana Ducks after this. That game is set to start at 12 o'clock. Will be likely after, but we'll see. We'll have that right here on TSSR Game Time Live. Should be a very good game. Robinson puts up the shot. And just way to improvise down low there. Robinson knew she had a couple defenders, but dribbles her way through and is able to lay it up for two. Turner tipped, good defense by Abernathy, able to knock it away. Ella Hare will check in. She will check in for Stortzen, and Wilson will take a seat as Creasy comes back into the ball game. Inbound, they get it to Wheeler, so let's see what Allison's got up her sleeve. This one, Downing just nailed a three from there not too long ago. Maybe thought about it again. Dennis puts up the shot, good. 2-point game, 31-29, Bombers by 2. Minute 25 to go here, third quarter.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul on Jordan Hines. It'll be her first foul, the Bombers' second foul of the third period. Wheeler wide open in the corner. She wants three and just in and out, but Natalie Downing says, I got you, and gets the rebound. Dennis back out to Turner. Canton swinging around the outside. Turner. To Downing. 50 seconds left, third quarter. Himmler working with Hare down low. Nice move, gets to the basket. Couldn't get it to fall, though. And Elia Abernathy comes away with a rebound. Bomber basketball, 35 seconds to go. Hare swinging out to Creasy, loses her dribble, but gets it back out. Bombers will reset, 25 to go. Hines, nice cut, lays it up, lays it in. Jordan Hines adds two to her morning here, and the Bombers lead by 4. Tipped away, stolen. Robinson wants two. It's up no good. Jordan Hines.
Hines really fighting for the Lady Bombers. Her defense stealing, her crashing the boards is just amazing here on these last couple of plays.
And was able to force the jump ball tie up there. So Jordan Hines keeping it Bomber basketball, and we're going to have an offensive foul. That's going to be called Jordan Hines. So it'll be her second foul. Coach Jackson Kane not liking that call by the officials. 9 seconds left here, third quarter, so got to get something going quick if you're Canton on this full court press from Macomb. Wheeler, 2 seconds, puts up the shot. It's no good. And at the end of 3, the Macomb Bombers lead 33-29. We'll be back right after this for the final 8 minutes between the Bombers and Little Giants. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
The industry-first 2-in-1 removable agitator from Whirlpool gives you 2 ways to wash. Jeans, in. Sweaters, out. Towels, in. Comforters, out. You decide. Whirlpool.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter here between the Bombers and the Little Giants. A close game, 33-29. Bombers and Little Giants.
And here in the fourth quarter, you got some factors to pay attention to. Wheeler scoreless last quarter, so now as Canton, you've got to do everything in your arsenal to get her the ball and her to put the ball in the hoop. And Macomb's defense needs to stay strong as they have been.
33-29. Just getting started in this fourth quarter. Bombers with the ball. Ella Hare on the right wing, works it with Abernathy. Now to Robinson, out to Creasy. 33-29, Robinson. Dribbling baseline, it's tipped at the line, stolen by Natalie Downing, who comes away with it for Canton, and now the Little Giants to manufacture some offense here, down by 4. Almost a walk, and in fact it was a walk. Yep, guess the feet moved a little bit too much. It'll be Bomber basketball. And Kylie Robinson will bring things up for Macomb. Hines, cutting bounce pass to Hare, who wants 3. It's off, no good. But Jordan Hines right there for the offensive rebound, could not get it to fall. Jordan Hines had a pretty good game here for Macomb. There's Allison Wheeler, though, doing what she does best. Getting to the baseline, able to get up and in, lay it in.
And I think that's the first time that Canton has actually drove the baseline successfully.
Wheeler adds to her total. She has 16. Hare for 3. It's good. Ella Hare gets the Bombers an extended lead. They are up by 5. There's a cutting Turner who, nice dribble pass. Just missed the shot there. She had the open spot, though. Timeout taken by Macomb. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Bombers by 5. Today's game brought to you by McDonald District Hospital. McDonald District Hospital athletic trainers in the MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to all area student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonald District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. Also brought to you by Western Illinois University. At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there is limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get that education that stands out. 3 ball for Creasy is no good. Rebound to the Canton Little Giants. Bounce pass, nice to Turner there, and the Giants will swing it out to Wheeler. 5-point lead for Macomb. Downing. Turner. Now back out to Downing. Final 5:30 to go in this one. Stolen away, lay it up and in. It's no good for number 10, Creasy. And now you got a wide open here if you're Wheeler. But what a shot there. That was number 11, Emma Demler, who just laid it, or excuse me, Ella Demler, who just laid it in. 36-33. 5 minutes to go. Canton away with the steal. Wheeler. Blocking foul on Hare. Good call there as Ella just trying to get her feet set, just did not. And
Ella Hare picks up the Bomber personal foul, her second, team first.
Second foul of the contest for Hare. Wheeler lays it up, lays it in. 1 point game, 36-35. We've got a close one. Seeing on that right side there, that's the Macomb fan base. You know, definitely they're hosting the tournament. Always do every year, the Lady Bomber Classic. 3-ball is no good from Stortzum, and the Bombers a missed opportunity there. Downing. Turner wants 3, lets it fly, it doesn't fall. And Jordan Hines comes away with it. Shot up, no good, tipped around, it's gonna stay.
Canton basketball.
Oh, it's gonna be Canton basketball. I thought that ball might have been off Wheeler's hand, but must have got off a Bomber.
I believe it was off number 21 for the Lady Bombers' hands.
So Ella Hare getting a hand on that. So Canton basketball. Downing brings it across, tipped around, stolen by Hines, who comes away with it. Now to Robinson. She goes baseline, now works it back out. Kylie with 11 points today, and that ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay Bomber basketball. Tipped, good there by Dennis, who was able to just get up there and try and swat a hand at it. That's going to be a blocking foul on Dennis. She didn't get her feet set. Robinson.
Canton personal foul, Brooklyn Dennis 2, her third, team first.
First foul for the Little Giants. Sophie Wilson will inbound for Macomb. Needs to get it to somebody, and it's tipped around, but Kylie Robinson, or excuse me, that is Kate Stortzum who comes away with it. Wilson out to Robinson. Puts up the shot, it's blocked, but she gets her own rebound and is able to manufacture to Stortzum for 3. It's good. Kate Stortzum knocks it home, and the Bombers lead by 4. 39-35. Demler puts up the shot. She will go to the free throw line.
Bomber personal foul 3, Sophie Wilson, that's her first. Team second.
Sophie Wilson picks up the foul there for Macomb. Second foul of the quarter for Macomb. First shot good for Canton. Second shot off, no good. 39-36, so one possession game. Under 3 to go, fourth quarter. Hines with it, working up top, gets it to Wilson on the right wing. Now to Stortzum, who had the big clutch three just a few moments ago. Three ball coming for Drew Creasy, who knocks it home, and the Bombers lead by 6, 42-36, 2:15 to go.
Lady Bombers really heating up behind the arch.
Three ball for Himmler is short. Hines comes away, tips it around to Robinson, who goes to Stortzum, who lays it up, lays it in. Timeout by Canton. It's going to be a full timeout. And the energy has come alive here in the hangar. Macomb High School leads it by 8. We'll keep it right here, though, with the timeout. 2 minutes left in this one.
Lady Bombers really heating up behind the three-point line here late in the fourth quarter. But the Canton Lady Little Giants playing very well here in this game. Wheeler really stepping up, and Canton also has the absence of Grace Spencer, who played a very good game that I seen on Tuesday.
Yep, absolutely. Macomb with 3 timeouts left. Canton only has 1 remaining and down by 8. You know, we're really going to have to draw something up here to come up with a good offensive possession, get some points on the board, get a couple of steals maybe, and really try and rally back, because Macomb has put some energy into this building and has taken an 8-point lead. The fouls are 2-1. Macomb with 2, Canton with 1. Dennis with it, and the full court pressure stolen away by Drew Creasy, who now, Jackson Kane just saying, hey, let's settle it down here. We've got the lead. We're up by 8. And with under 2 minutes to go, you know, you can drain some clock here with no shot clock, so we'll likely see Macomb do that. Instead, they go right to the basket, and a missed shot from Kylie Robinson. And here comes Canton. Give it to Wheeler. She tips it out. Corner 3 for Turner is no good. Rebound. She gets her own rebound. Now Wheeler. She thought about the 3. To Himmler. Bounce pass to Downing. Now to Dennis. Wheeler. 1:11 to go. Wheeler wants 3. It's no good. Rebound to the Bombers. Timeout taken by Macomb. Will be a full timeout. We'll keep it right here, though. Taking a look at the Canton bench right here. Macomb 2 timeouts left, Canton with 1. Our next game will be between the Havana Ducks and the Alleman Pioneers. Should be a very good game. Havana always a very good competitive squad, and Alleman, we know they're very, very well coached and a strong team as well. So that game will be underway right after this one. That'll be game number 3 of 6. Here today. We'll take a slight break for lunch, and then we'll have the championship slate this afternoon, kicking things off at 3:30 here on TSSR. Illini West and Havana will play, and then Canton and Illini Bluffs after them, and Macomb will play Alleman, the final game of the night at 6:30. Should be a good one. We'll have all tournament teams as well as the first place trophy. Right now, Macomb and Alleman with 3 wins apiece in this tournament, so those are your 2 top dogs in this Lady Bomber Classic. Final minute left in this one.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining.
Bombers around the outside, probably looking to foul here. And Abernathy is fouled. You got some fouls to give if you are Canton. 44-36. Inbound to Robinson. And she'll be fouled, so another foul here.
Dennis, 2, picks up the Canton foul. That is her 4th, team 3rd.
Dennis with that foul. Robinson. Wilson. Out, and the Bombers just moving the ball around, and now we get another foul. This one's going to be on number 10, Natalie Downing, senior. That's her third foul, so now you got 4. So one more, you'll be in the bonus here. And there's the foul. Brooklyn Dennis will pick up that foul. And she is fouled out of the ball game. Brooklyn Dennis, number 5, she is out of the ball game. And a new number 5. Number 5 will come in. That's Ava Gaines, a sophomore. She'll step into the ball game now.
This is also Canton's 5th foul. Macomb will shoot free throws for the remainder of the game.
So yeah, now Macomb shooting free throws for the remainder of this one. First shot is good for number 10, Drew Creasy, the senior. Her fourth point, excuse me. Lead scorer for the Bombers is number 5. Catherine Stortzum's got 15. Shot up, it's blocked. Gaines could not get it up to the basket. 27 seconds left. Bombers to inbound. Wilson gets it to Robinson. Now to Holthouse.
Wide open.
Yep, wide open. Couldn't lay it in. Gaines comes away with it. Now you got to go quick. Here, if you are Canton. Himmler. Wheeler. Turner wants 3. It's good. The Little Giants not out of it yet. Inbound to Robinson. And a 6-point game. The Macomb Bombers have won game number 4 of the tournament. They win 46-39. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
Welcome back to MHS. The final score, the Macomb Bombers victorious over the Canton Little Giants, 46-39. Brandon, your thoughts on the game?
Well, PA announcer Justice King just announced that this is going to be the first time in over a decade where Macomb Lady Bombers are playing in the championship game. And what has led them there, I do truly believe, is their dynamic defense, taking away the baseline, keying on Wheeler there in the third quarter to keep her scoreless, and she only scored 4 points in that second half. And like I mentioned earlier, the absence of Grace Spencer, that could have made a big difference in this game if she would have played like she did on Tuesday. But congratulations to both teams playing very, very hard.
Yes.
Back to you, John.
So, yeah, the Bombers come away with a victory. They win 46-39. This is game number 2 of 6 today. We'll have game number 3 here in about 13 minutes right here on TSSR Game Time Live. It'll be the Havana Ducks against the Alleman Pioneers. You've been watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.